My name is Ryan Murray, and I was born in San Francisco in 1998 and lived in the Bay Area for all my life. The Bay Area offers exposure to many different cultures, ideas, and people. This is one of the reasons that the Bay Area is such a great community in my eyes. Another small community that I am a part of is Stuart Hall High School in Lower Pack Heights, on the corner of Pine and Octavia. Stuart Hall High School is the first all-boys school of the network of Sacred Heart schools in the U.S. and was opened in 2000. The Society of the Sacred Heart was first envisioned by Madeleine Sophie Barat in 1800 in Amiens, France. The society was first created to educate young women, but has since transitioned to have co-ed and all-boys schools. The Society of the Sacred Heart was brought over to America by Rose Philippine Duchesne in 1818, when she started the first Sacred Heart School in St. Charles, Missouri. There are now 147 Network of the Sacred Heart schools around the world and 24 here in the United States and Canada. The Network of the Sacred Heart schools in the U.S. follow the 5 goals and criteria created in 1974 and most recently revised in 2005 to set apart how the schools of the Sacred Heart educate students that attend them. One of the goals that I have grown to see in my daily life at Stuart Hall is Goal 3, that the schools of the Sacred Heart commit themselves to educate to a social awareness which impels to action. When I first came to Stuart Hall, I found service and helping others as more of a bother than something that could actually help you as well as the people you are helping. But through my years at Stuart Hall, I have come to find service as enjoyable and even completed the required amount of hours for all 4 years, my freshman year. One of the most influential places that I have served is at California Pacific Medical Center, otherwise known as CPMC. I help in the transport section of the Pacific campus, and my role is as a discharge ambassador, which means that I bring people out to their cars in a wheelchair from their room upstairs in the hospital. At first, this seemed like a simple task that wouldn't help the hospital much, but it turned out to help the transporters most because they would be free to move more critical patients around. One of the times that I felt that my service at CPMC was conforming to the goals and criteria of the Sacred Heart schools was when a man in his 90s was being discharged. Usually when I go up to pick patients from their room, they have a family member with them. On this occasion, though, the man was alone and being brought downstairs to his son that was coming from Sacramento to pick him up. When we got downstairs, we noticed that the man's son wasn't there. The man's son was apparently running late. He told me that I could leave him there to wait for his son. However, it is CPMC's policy to see the man in the car, and I personally didn't want to leave him there all by himself, which ties into Goal 3 of a social awareness that impels to action and being a responsible citizen in my local community. At first, I thought that sitting with patients would be boring and pointless. However, when talking with the patients, I have heard some amazing stories and have really come to enjoy this time. I sat with him and had a very powerful conversation about the man's experiences in life and stories growing up in a rural part of California. He also commented on his experience at CPMC as he was leaving, and said that everyone seemed to genuinely care for the patients and treated everyone with the utmost respect, like the criteria for the Goal 3 states. The school educates to a critical consciousness that leads its total community to analyze and reflect on the values of society and act for justice. In Tattoos on the Heart, Greg Boyle, a priest living in Los Angeles, starts a gang outreach program named Homeboy Industry. Through working with gang members, Father Boyle has put an emphasis on treating everyone with the utmost respect. Father Boyle's respect and care for the homies is seen when he takes time even during an important meeting or when he's not at the office to talk to the homies. I guess I never really went to bed, available 24/7 to respond to any call, at the ready to talk the homies off the ledge. Father Boyle, through his work, shows that no one is better than anyone else, and that everyone deserves respect and a chance to change their life. CPMC echoes this with the work that they do every day to try and heal more patients and turn their lives around. The mutual respect and care really dates back to the Catholic social teachings outlined by William Byron in his article, 10 Building Blocks of Catholic Social Teaching, when he states, "Human life at every stage of development and discipline is precious and therefore worthy of protection and respect." CPMC follows the goal with the slogan outside of the service elevators, "Medicine can heal a body, but healthcare can change a life." CPMC goes beyond healthcare to really care for the patient and create a sort of family environment for their staff. Throughout my time at Stuart Hall, service and the experiences that come with serving have shaped my outlook on life, probably as much, if not more, than what I have learned in the classroom. The goals and criteria are not hard to live out because the Sacred Heart education instills it from the classroom and beyond. I would definitely agree that my time at Stuart Hall has created a commitment to service as seen in the criteria from Goal 3. The school offers all its members opportunities for direct service and advocacy and instills a lifelong commitment to service. Thank you very much for watching.